Welcome to iGlobal Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Overnight, the Australian dollar hit an intraday bottom of 74 cents, and at this stage looks from a weekly chart that we may have found a short-term base, even though the support level was broken at 74.85. The reason why I view this is the fact that the indicators are oversold from a weekly point and also from the daily point, and with some divergence here does support a short-term retracement. Therefore, I am looking for a rise up towards the region of 75.20, which is only a few points away now, and maybe on towards 75.65 and reassess from there. This should give us an opportunity to reshort the market, as overall the broader picture is now down towards 73.75 eventually, once we get out of this oversold situation. Talking of being overbought is that if you look at the dollar index, the market has actually reached its objective, which comes in around 92.5 to 93 since the break of the downtrend at 90.40. Currently trading around 92.50 is the fact that the market did knee-jerk up this morning. As widely expected, the Federal Reserve kept interest rates unchanged. The central bank's policy making committee also noted that overall inflation and inflation for items other than food and energy have moved close to 2%. That was an upgrade from March meeting, which the FOMC said the indicators have continued to run below 2%. So that now heightens the fact that we could see a rate hike in June and slowly being priced in as this month progresses. For the euro, the downside exposure comes in at still at 118, the figure since the break of this double top neckline. The measured move came in from 121.80 to 118, and at this stage isn't too far away considering the market did sell off and has sold off quite substantially. Nevertheless, we are oversold, and I do expect to see a short-term retracement from current levels towards 119.95 and up towards the region of 120.40. But overall, I still expect to see the downside be reached at 118. Well, dollar yen, as you can see, it's still in an uptrend as it rallies, goes sideways and rallies, and now sideways again. From the break of 109.70 previously, I am looking for a target of 110.55. But what is interesting to see is the fact that the market is actually declining somewhat with the divergence that's seen on the dailies. So we could see a short-term pullback, but this would see this as an opportunity towards the region of 108.80 and minor at 109.40. A couple of things to note with the pound. Since the big figure sell-off from 143 down to 135.5 last night, to be more exact 54 was the low, is I'm now square. I've taken all my positions off the table, reassessing at current levels purely for the fact is that we are oversold. And the other thing is that the break of 140.30 gave me a measure move to 138. We got there. The 138 break gave me a measure move to 135. Well, we pretty much got there now after the low this morning of 54, as I said. From current levels, I'd be expecting to see a retracement, but as I mentioned, I'd rather sit out at the moment and not have a position and see how the market plays out and what it reveals and reassess from there. Well, the gold did rally all the way up to 13.13 yesterday before raising all the gains. And as you can see here from the decline, still at this point shows bullish divergence. As long as we maintain above 1,300, I am still looking up towards the region of 14 to 25 to 30. If we do get a close under 1,300, then it's time to reassess and maybe look down towards 12.85 as a target, but not yet. I am seeing this bullish divergence holding. Silver puts in another brave rally overnight since the rebound of $16.15. I do expect to see further retracement at this present to about $16.55 and reassess from there. Any dips should still respect the level of $16.15. Rounding off with oil, I'm still bearish and looking towards $66 a barrel as an objective, with the uptrend still seen at $64 a barrel. Any advances should still find resistance around 69 and a cap around 70.72. So overall, from a technical point, I still expect to see further weakness. Well, this wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.